questions, just for context, just in case you didn't get it from the trailer, we tackle school subjects, not maths and English. Don't worry, we might have a bit of comedic learning. Nothing to do with learning.
There's no learning. Don't worry.
We tackle mainly things that young people are dealing with at the moment. There's a load of fun, humorous stuff to do with the podcast, but then there is also serious parts where we'll be talking about very serious issues that some people have had to deal with and some people still have to deal with. So,
yes. We're going to be talking about important things, just not school. Well, no, we are going to be talking about school. Sorry, not academics. No learning, just positive energy and that. Keith and Holly for podcast guests. We couldn't book Keith. His agent was having none of it. He was too busy.
He's too ungettable.
Yeah, but we do have Holly H. I was about to say, can we say it? I just said it. So yeah, we have Holly H. She is the first podcast guest,
and then we're also recording some more episodes
tomorrow.
This week.
Tomorrow. Yeah, I forgot.
With some
I legitimately forgot.
Very cool guests.
Yes.
Actually, that we don't know them in any way personally.
We do know one of them. You haven't been told, have you? This is great. I mean, don't get me wrong. The podcast is probably going to be as much of a surprise to you guys.
No. Yeah. No, but okay, you've got me wrong here because there's so much to explain. The podcast is so cool. Basically, so there's going to be 2 episodes a week.
Here we go. How long will each one be?
So 2 episodes a week. They're both going to be about 20 minutes long.
15 to 20.
Yeah, 15 to 20 minutes. Sometimes it might be a bit over 20. Basically, we wanted to make sure that no one was we wanted a podcast that people can either binge loads of them, or just, if you're on a short car journey or just sat down for a bit doing some work, you can listen for 20 minutes, you can listen for 40 minutes, you can listen for 60 minutes, and it's a different podcast each time.
We didn't want to take up too much time.
Basically, yeah. So it's it's not a short and sweet podcast. It is still good length, 20 minutes is a long time, and there's going to be 2 of them a week. So 40
minutes a week, basically.
Yeah, 40 minutes of podcast content a week for you guys. And yeah, there's sort of different what do you call them? Not games, but
we've got some segments. We've got some fun
different segments for the different episodes,
and you guys are going to be very heavily involved. Ideas, sharing things, saying what you want to see, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we're not just saying that you guys are going to do all the work, but you are. We would love you guys to help us and get in touch. There is an email. Can you find it? I think it's maxandharvey@spotify.com. I may be wrong, but hopefully it is.
What's in the trailer,
it's in the bio of the Spotify podcast, which is School Days with Max and Harvey, but it's DAZE because we're cool.
But also how it will work with sort of guests and stuff is we will have sort of great, crazy, awesome celebs on one of the episodes in the week, and then in the second episode in the week, not necessarily the second actually, it could swap around, have an incredibly sort of motivational speaker or someone who fronts a certain topic extremely well, or again could be an incredible celebrity. We just don't know. So yeah, we're gonna have some really cool people on this podcast.
This is definitely gonna happen. I hope I'm pointing at it. 100% we're gonna be telling you loads of funny school stories from ourselves
already,
and we're also going to be talking to some of our amazing guests that we've got lined up. Can't tell you all of them yet because obviously we haven't filmed them, just in case something doesn't happen. But we have got some really cool guests coming up, and they're going to tell us all about their school lives.
And you guys are going to want to know. There's some interesting stuff.
There's
some real cool stuff in there. I'm going to be
you don't realise it, but a lot happens in a person's school life.
Yeah.
What inspired you to make the podcast? That is a very good question, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. We were, this has been going on for pretty much the entire of lockdown, the whole of lockdown, and then it was even just before that, actually, I think, that Spotify got in touch with us and said, we've always wanted to do something where we're talking. We love presenting, we love doing that kind of thing. But weirdly, podcasting never actually came into mind until Spotify kind of got in touch and said, look, guys, we'd really love to do a podcast with you. And we just suddenly went, why did we not think of this? Yes, absolutely, we'd love to do it.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then we were like, right, what are we going to talk about? What do we want to do? Because we didn't want it to just be a podcast where we just have guests on and just talk to them, because that's what everyone does. So we were like, what can we talk to people about that we would want to know, that we've always wanted to know about, our favorite celebrities or idols or anything like that. What have we wanted to know about them that they don't normally really address that much in detail in interviews? So we were like, school lives. We never really know where people actually came from. Like, they talk about, a lot of people will say how they dealt with school. Some people got bullied, some people were lucky and didn't, that kind of thing. But you never actually get deep into it and get the real cool stories about people's school lives. So that is what we're going to be talking about, which we're really excited about, and we're so
Some people
grateful.
didn't even go to school.
Some people didn't.
We're going to learn about the people that didn't go to school and what they did, and if they were homeschooled or whatever.
Yeah.
It's basically about just young life.
We're going to talk about
young life. But we
all
went
the
for school
things.
days because the majority of people went to school, so it makes sense. It makes sense.
It was very hard to keep this a secret for so long. In fact, we both. So there was
been 8 months.
there was a point where Max and I had actually both accidentally said something on a live stream. So when in lockdown, when we were doing our own live streams, he said something that managed to line up with something else that I had said to make you guys go, we know what it is. And we didn't communicate that. That was a complete mess up on our part. And then we were like, oh my God, we both just gave like 2 massive clues. They were on their own, they didn't make a lot of sense. But put those 2 things together, you guys all just went, yep. So we then kind of, I don't know if we denied it or just kind of just had to not say anything at all.
Said nothing.
We just were like, we were not going to say anything. So yeah, that was quite funny. How long will the podcast go on for? That is a very good question, and I'm going to be completely honest. It is however long you guys allow it to go on for. We will obviously do this.
If you guys get them views,
that's all it is.
We've got a long running podcast.
We obviously need to be able to keep it running in terms of people being interested and people wanting to watch it.
We're hoping people are going to be interested.
We're really
it's quite an
hoping you guys love
interesting
it.
topic. It's quite.
It's really nerve-wracking for people when they go into things like this, because a lot of people don't say this, but when you release a song, when you do a project, like when we did the X Factor, it is the most nerve-wracking thing because you just don't know how it's going to go on the other end of it. And with things like the X Factor, we had no idea what was gonna be on the other end of that. Was it gonna be better for us? It could have been worse. It could have literally, ended our career. Luckily it didn't. We're so grateful for that. And now with this, we're really excited. We're really nervous at the same time because we don't know what's. We know it's great.
Make sure all of you guys, all your friends, all your family members, and everyone you have on social media is tuning in.
Share it like
around,
crazy.
Because genuinely, even if people don't like us, they're probably, and it's not me trying to be vain, they're probably going to like what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because genuinely, if I saw, I don't know, I'm going to, I won't even say this because I don't want to get people's hopes up for different people that might not be on it. But if I saw a massive celebrity that I loved talking about one of their most vulnerable times in life on a podcast, I'd be like, yeah, I want to know about that. How did they deal with it? And how are they where they are today? And there's some incredible people out there.
It's a learning curve, and we're very excited to do it. Like I've said, to fully answer that question, if you guys help us out and keep streaming it and tell us you love it and share it and all that kind of stuff, then I'm sure it'll go on for as long as it possibly can. We're definitely not planning on suddenly stopping anytime soon. We haven't even started. But we definitely don't want it to just be like a 6-month thing or anything. It's going to be as long as it can be. Okay. Someone said you should do some ASMR. This is the problem.
Guys, did you not hear the trailer?
I hate... Yeah, I mean, that was awful.
I was eating crisps.
I hate ASMR that you can't see. That stresses me out a lot.
It is really stressful.
You can see the thing that's happening.
I was listening Oh, and then it was all right after the Chris munching was over. It was me that was doing it as well. I was like, oh.
Yeah. What days? That is a very good question. I believe it's Tuesdays and Fridays.
So Tuesday is definitely going to
Tuesdays
be
and
the first
Fridays.
podcast release day, and then the other day should be Friday. But we'll
It says that. It
we'll
does
tell you
say
if it's
Friday.
not.
It does
Yeah,
say Friday.
Yeah. It will change if we'll tell you if not.
Breaks neck.
But yeah, this Spotify thing is obviously what we're here to talk about. We've still got loads of cool stuff to show and tell.
I've got a great thing to show and tell. This is a very good question, and I'm going to be very honest with you. There's a funny story behind what happened about why my hair is dyed.
Funny, it's just dumb.
Okay. Basically, I was told that I shouldn't dye my hair again, just so that we can stay consistent, like you do, and so that it's easy for us to go through, like, posting photos and being in stuff, and everyone going, oh yeah, that's them, because they look the same. Because otherwise it's just a continuity nightmare. And what happened was we got to the photo shoot, like we've shown you guys today, for the podcast, and the hairstylist says, I'd like to dye your hair pink. I think it would look very cool. And I said, yes, I agree. I think this would look very cool. Let's just check that everyone else is okay with it. And we checked that everyone was okay with it. But we did not have the access to our team in America, unfortunately, because that just happens. They were in America. They were all asleep. So then they all woke up and were like, oh, we see you've dyed your hair, Harvey. Uh-oh. That's not good. Now you're gonna have to be pink forever. Not forever, don't worry, it won't be forever. But I'm gonna be pink for a little bit longer. And then what happened was, because it was a spray that I originally had in, it washed straight out. So I was like, I'm gonna have to get it somewhat permanent, just so I don't have to keep doing it. And then I bought one. It wasn't dark enough, so it just didn't show up at all. It was like a rose gold, but it just looked blonde still. So then I bought this one and added loads of conditioner, thinking, oh, it'll be fine, nothing will go wrong. And it did go very wrong, and now I look like this. So hopefully it'll fade soon, and it will go back to, like, the colour that I wanted it to be.
Harvey is Patrick Star from SpongeBob.
What's up? My name's Patrick.
SpongeBob.
So yeah, don't worry, it won't be pink forever. I will go back to brown at some point, I promise.
SpongeBob by Heelys.
SpongeBob by
I saw
Heelys.
someone post earlier, like, oh, you boys should have these. I was like, yeah, we've got them.
Okay. What do you... Wait. Sorry, I'm just looking for questions. This is a good question. Is it difficult filming a podcast? You know what? It was actually quite difficult filming the first couple, purely because you just never know what you want the final product to be until you've talked about it. Because with TV, you write a script and, you know, you just got things to film. You got a list to tick off. Whereas with a podcast, because it's so free, you know, you obviously have points that you write down and, you know, questions that you want to ask and stuff like that. But you never actually know where it's going to go. So it's quite hard to predict. So it's difficult, especially to film it, because we're hopefully going to be filming it so that you guys can watch some stuff as well of us in the room. But yeah, it's quite tricky. We'll definitely get used to it in a couple of weeks. I'd hope so. But it's a lot of fun still.
And that clip that you've seen already on Instagram, that's actually not the studio that we're filming the podcast in. That was the pilot.
It's not going to look like that. That was just the room that we filmed the first ever one in. That was actually filmed like 2 or 3 months ago.
I think it was like end of August, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 months.
Was it before? It was after Appendix. Because we made jokes about it.
Yeah.
Because you weren't allowed to do press-ups.
Yeah, but that was yeah.
So when was that? September? Surely you remember when you nearly died.
It doesn't matter!
Anyway, yes, so let's get another question. How many guests are there going to be? Good question. There should only be one guest per podcast, unless it's like a group, you know. It just depends on who the guest is, really. Although, actually, that's not true. We for one that we
Shush!
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's not that big a deal.
We do have 2 people that have a song, but they might not. It might not happen. Hopefully it will.
It should.
I talk too much.
You talk way too much.
Shut up, Harvey. So yes, there will hopefully just be one guest per podcast, because otherwise it will just get too much with only 20 minutes to talk to them. Well, we talk to them for longer than 20 minutes, but it gets cut down. I'm just rambling.
We talk for like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and it gets cut down to 20 minutes.
Yeah. Actually,
It's like the best bits. At least you guys know it's not utter ramble. It's going to be the best bits.
right.
Of
We're gonna guest some people real quick. If you guys
and give us some podcast questions. Oh yeah, you could give us some school questions. If you've got any.
make sure you have a question ready.
And just so you know, we are not professionals. We just do our best to answer these questions, because we will actually have on the podcast help from professionals. That's on how to help people.
So
basically.
yeah, we
So for now, we'll just do our best.
have a question ready if we guest you in. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going? Oh no, Max is
Good,
cropped.
thank you.
Sorry. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
We are very well, thank you. Do you have a question about the podcast?
So basically, when the days are like, okay. So what time?
Take your time.
Do you know, like,
Don't
the
worry.
time? Do you know the times that like the podcast will be released on the days?
That is a very good question that we actually don't know the answer to.
No!
So thank you so much for asking that.
Okay.
We will get back to you guys on that, but we actually don't know that.
Helena!
Quick, text people. But that is a good question, so thank you so much for asking that.
Okay.
It's such a good question.
I will find out.
The answer doesn't exist yet. So that's you've really gone out there and just destroyed us on the first one.
Whoops.
No, so
Sorry.
thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure
Thank you.
talking to you, and have an amazing night. We'll see you later.
Can I
Bye.
get a screenshot quickly?
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, yeah, my
Thank
bad.
you. Oh,
Cool.
I set my
See
phone
you
off.
later.
Thank you so much. Oh,
We're going to be saving the live.
the live
We're
stream
gonna
will be
saving
saved.
the live.
The live
Grab a
stream will be saved.
screenshot
I'm so
from the
sorry.
save.
I should have guessed that because of the glitch. I just went, oh, she got the screenshot, and oh, what a mistake. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's guess another person.
Just for reference,
That's not guessing.
Yeah, that's dipping as well. Everyone in the comments say hi, Helena. You guys are going to get to know Helena through this podcast. She is our wonderful producer on the podcast that sits and chats with us as well. She's hilarious, and we have started to build an incredible relationship with her, where we just take the mick out of her all the time. And
Yeah.
we've only known her for about 2 months.
Yeah.
So,
Hello!
say hi, Helena.
Hi.
How's it going? You all right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have a question about the podcast?
Do you know who the first guest will be?
Yes, you may have missed that at this very start, but the first guest is Holly H, which is very exciting.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but we said it
We
anyway.
said it anyway. It doesn't matter. We do what we want. I'm just kidding.
No.
But yeah, it's going to be very cool. And she did have a lot of interesting stories because she actually lives in Guernsey. So she went to a Guernsey school. So yeah, I trust that
Scary stuff.
I trust that you're going to be listening to the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so very much.
Success.
It's been a
That
pleasure
is at
talking
least
to you.
one viewer.
Yes.
Can I have a screenshot, please?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Wait, I'm so awkward in this because I can't lean back.
Thanks.
Got it?
She didn't turn
Yeah.
her phone off.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Cool. Awesome.
What are you trying to find Helena?
Can I? Is that?
Yeah, she's in there. I think she's in there.
See.
I don't know.
No, that doesn't. Oh,
Yeah,
Maybe.
there she is.
well, is that? But that she might not be in the live stream. She might be like.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, we got declined.
She must be doing something.
That's so rude, Helena. What?
Helena
What up with that?
declined us.
What up with that? Helena, what? What's did we do something wrong?
Okay, so
Did we do something to offend you?
I've just been informed by Chloe,
Oh no.
and you guys are gonna hate this. because even I hate this, but it's okay because it's not that big a deal. But
I genuinely don't know what he's about to say.
Usually, and this is the word usually has been used. Oh, Helena's editing the podcast.
Helena's editing the podcast.
So that's why she can't join the live stream. Apologies, guys. You will meet Helena at some point. So our other wonderful sort of director, producer, Chloe, has said that the podcast will usually get posted at 5 to 6 a.m. so that when people wake up, it's there. It makes sense.
It does make sense.
But like, imagine it's like a radio show that
it's
you
like,
just put on in the morning kind of thing.
People release
so it does make sense to me. It is just for you guys. It will be a very odd time for things.
You can listen. You can listen to it on the way to school. 15, 20 minutes when you wake up. You know, you wake up, you get ready and get stuff sorted. Chuck it on a speaker or something. Sorted.
Yeah. No. So
there you go.
Yeah, you can chuck it on. It's on Tuesdays and Fridays. When you're getting ready for school, 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure, actually 20 minutes is probably a standard time for everyone to get ready, isn't it? So yeah, it can work out really well if you want a bit of entertainment in the morning.
Who wakes up at 5 to 6? Us, when we have work.
Yeah.
That's genuinely true.
Yeah.
We don't post about it all the time.
So you guys, please don't force yourselves to wake up at 5 and 6
Yeah,
a.m.
don't do that.
To get there
There's
first.
no need
if
to
you
listen
want
to it first.
we are not stopping you. I recommend you wake up at a normal time and view it when you want, because they're
When
there
you're
forever. It's not like
mentally
they're going to go
aware.
You can literally, you could even don't wait. I was about to say you could wait and then binge them. We
Listen
need the
to them
views.
now.
We need the streams.
Listen to them when they come out.
But yeah, so it will be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, I'm going to guess another person. Oh, I think I've made a mistake. I think I actually accidentally clicked 2 names, meaning that both of those people would have received a request to go live with us, which could have been a problem. Okay, I'm gonna just scroll randomly and pick someone at random. Okay, here we go.
We partying.
We're just vibing.
Hey!
Hello! How's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
We can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me?
We think that there might be a muffled bit thing. I'm not sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 If
All
you
good.
would just scream really loud, like you're
Don't scream.
like
Don't
you're
scream.
at a rock concert.
Please don't do that.
Then we'll be
Don't
able
scream.
to hear you.
It's okay. You don't have to scream. It's
Okay,
all right. How are you anyway?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay.
Do you have a question at all about the
I do.
podcast?
I do.
Go for it.
So will you still be uploading like YouTube videos?
100% yes. We do apologise. We've been.
I wanted to explain. Yeah. So basically, this is not going to be regular. There should be a YouTube video tonight. It will be a bit later than normal. We've had an absolute nightmare with all of this planning for the podcast, planning for so many other things we can't tell you about, and then the YouTube video that Harvey was talking about on another live stream the other day. That was meant to be this week, and because of implications, we didn't end up posting that one. So
Yeah.
we've got another one that we're going to try and get posted this week. And again, there were some mess ups. So we do apologise, but luckily it's not the most detrimental thing in the world. It's not the end of the world, but we do want to apologise.
We will be posting YouTube. We will be posting TikToks. We will be posting Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Nothing's going to stop.
Even though TikTok and Instagram are plummeting at the moment.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna be posting on all of those things, so do not worry about that. It will all be going up. So thank you very much for your question.
Okay,
We will see you in a bit.
Can I get a screenshot?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. No worries. Thanks for joining. There was like a really loud distortion noise.
I
at the
saw
end.
Gucci Mills. It looked like Gucci Mane.
We were just guesting in Gucci Mane.
No.
Wants to talk about the podcast. That would have been incredible. I mean.
Oh, by the way, actually no. Let's stop. And then I just want to let you guys know, because I bet you've forgotten, we're going to be going live on TikTok in 3 minutes.
Correct. No, I didn't forget. I was about to say that.
So yes, we just wanted to make sure, just in case there's some people on TikTok that haven't heard the message yet, we're about to hop over to TikTok. If you want to join us there, feel free. If you want sleep, go for it.
Do sleep. It's only 8:30.
Yeah, it is 8:30. And again, I just want to apologise. I think there's a YouTube video coming out tonight, so you can stay up if you wanted to have a gander at that. I'll make sure that's happening. And what was that text? That looked important from Helen. Do they want to see a behind the scenes of the podcast edit? Yes, please, Helena.
An exclusive,
yes.
If you will.
I think she might send it to. Oh no! Oh, wait, are you going to guess?
I think I'm going to guess her. That's what I'd imagine, because there's no way she's going to.
Yes,
it's Helena.
Hi.
He has arrived.
I'm sorry, I was freaked out before.
It's okay. Yeah, you really quickly declined. I was like, oh no.
I was like, oh no. Okay, here you go.
Oh my gosh.
The podcast being edited right
yes. Now. Exciting audio waves.
Have you got like a wave
cool?
You can show us? Is there a segment of speaking for like 2 seconds that you can show? Will Chloe go
preferably without us saying a swear, because all that is probably being cut out right now.
You guys don't swear.
People's life, which is school. It is indeed. We're going to tackle everything.
Did you hear that?
Oh yes, we did.
We heard it.
They said
also,
school.
I have a question. Was that hot sauce I just saw on your bed? Why?
What a random thing to
Happened
point
with
out,
everything.
What?
Helena is hot saucing and editing at the same time. She drinks hot sauce, everyone, for her meals. That is how Helena does.
A shot of hot sauce to get through the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drink this now, guys. So
thank you so much for showing us a bit of the podcast. We'll see you in a bit, Helena. See you tomorrow,
Helena. So yeah, Helena's our lovely special helper.
She drinks hot sauce.
She assists. Yeah, I'm not sure who's helping who, to be honest. It kind of differs weekly.
Yeah.
I mean, we shall I save that? No. Yeah, we tricked Helena into thinking something, but I think it might be in one of the podcasts.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll have to go watch the podcast to
we just
see what we tricked her into believing.
Basically, we just lied to her.
She believed us, and she believed us. It was the most dumb lie ever, and you guys would be like, "What?" But yeah, quite funny.
Anyway, we are going to head over to TikTok now. Thank you all for watching this on here. We will save this, so don't worry.
Check it on TikTok.
And yeah, go over to TikTok and come and say hi over there. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Bye, fellas.